Well, let's start here as well this morning. The 20-year-old man suspected of killing 6 women believed to have been sex workers is due back in court this morning. Sifiso Mkhwanazi will be applying for bail. At his last court appearance, he said his father had coerced him into confessing to the murders. eNCA reporter, that is Aviwe Mtila, is at the Johannesburg Magistrates Court this morning and joins us now to give us an update. And good morning to you, Aviwe. What's the very latest and what can be expected from court today?
Good morning, Dumelo, and we're expecting the official bail application for 20-year-old Sifiso Mkhwanazi here at the Johannesburg Magistrate Court. That is, of course, after the gruesome discovery of 6 bodies at a panel beating workshop in Johannesburg Central some 3 weeks ago. The state says that they believe he is at least guilty for one of those murders, saying that they have strong evidence. For example, they've got video footage as well as an eyewitness we do understand is one of the security guards there. So they're saying at the stage they are pursuing one of those 6 bodies that were discovered. But we do know that an identity parade has already been done here. We saw him, in fact, for the first time here last Tuesday, seeing his actual face after that ID parade was done. And we spoke to the sex workers that were part of the identity parade, and they say that out of the 6 that went on the Friday before, 5 of them positively identified Mkhwanazi as the possible perpetrator that's alleged to have done these heinous crimes. They say, in fact, that they saw him leave with some of the people that then disappeared over the last 3 months. So expecting then today the official bail application for Sifiso Mkhwanazi, 20-year-old that is facing premeditated murder charges here.
Yeah, Aviwe, what can you tell us in terms of context? I mean, the suspect in this case saying his father actually coerced him into confessing.
Well, those are the revelations that we heard, in fact, last Tuesday, coming from his lawyer, suggesting that the father went to visit him in prison, accompanied by the investigating officer, and the conversation there was around, of course, convincing him to confess, telling him, in fact, to confess to the murders of these 6 women, which we do understand are sex workers. So that got a tongue lashing from Magistrate Betty Kumalo, who suggested that a confession doesn't need to be coerced, it must come voluntarily, in fact, and because it mustn't be an issue of a forced confession that will lead to bigger problems when it comes to trial, which will lead, in fact, to a trial among a trial. Something that I actually caught up with the NPA spokesperson in Gauteng, Pindim Chonandwana, who said they'd follow up as the NPA to these allegations, but they did say that, in fact, they do understand that a confession must come willingly, and in fact, if he is to confess, they'd prefer it to be done in front of the magistrate where it can be clear and out in the open. So we do know of course, the other allegations that we've heard, even from some of the sex workers, is that 2 of the 6 bodies that were discovered were actually pregnant. So some of those revelations then we'll hear properly in trial, but the state at this stage says that it still needs the DNA results to come back, and of course things like the post-mortem results to also come back. But we're expecting court to be underway here at the Johannesburg Magistrate Court from around 9 a.m. today.
And we'll be sure to catch up with you, indeed, colleague, as soon as those proceedings commence. Senior reporter Aviwe Mtila out for us at the Johannesburg Magistrates Court.